Alright, there are various events happening in the world around us. Let's get started with the first one. Apparently, just a few hours ago, it was reported that Zelensky, which, as you probably already know, is the leader of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, was involved in a car accident, but he was not seriously injured, according to the reports. And according to new reports, cracks are appearing. New cracks are possibly appearing in the Earth's magnetic field, or our magnetosphere, as we approach the spring equinox. And our temperatures, by the way, here are going to be, well, I'll just show you. This is one of the possible forecasted highs Tuesday, and the real feel on September 20th is 102. The next day, September 21st, the equinox, I believe that's the equinox, is going to be 100 degrees. This was our 7-day forecast this morning. Another very interesting forecast for September. Just thought it was interesting. We could be nearing a record as we reach the equinox 96. All right. Apparently Lake Mead's water levels are shown on the left 2 years ago. Within 2 years, they're going down quite a bit. Check out the French website. They show the volcanic activity right there, and on translate.goog, activity shows the geological activity going on, and there have been several earthquakes reported. I believe over around 52 earthquakes in 30 days were reported along the New Madrid fault line and the Western fault line from Missouri throughout Tennessee and the border of Georgia and the Carolinas. So several earthquakes in this area. None large, but several small ones, from anywhere from 1.2 to 3.0. Alright, French website shows the volcanic activity taking place the home reef submarine volcano Tonga, Lake Taupau, New Zealand, and Stromboli in Italy, and Grimsby seismic swarm in Iceland. This from Google. And Florida apparently has a secret surveillance system that's tracking you and your vehicle. Classified, as I reported on yesterday, not only are a lot of UFO sightings witnessed in and around our nuclear bases, or even spotted right before a possible nuclear attack, preventing them and stopping the situation from escalating or even happening altogether. Ever since the Hiroshima event, the bombs that we dropped many years ago. But now they say classified. Many files that they have shared are pretty much the same as what I have witnessed. They now say the Navy says all UFO videos will remain classified, as I reported on yesterday, because releasing them would harm national security. Where have we heard that before? And it's been a summer of extreme events. Also in Death Valley, the aftermath of Hurricane K caused massive flooding, waterfalls, and more in Death Valley National Park. Very rare situations. They called it a 1 in 1,000 year event, as they usually do when these situations take place. But to see water flowing through Death Valley like this is unprecedented. And be careful if you are in an alligator-prone area. They said alligators are suddenly attacking boats for no apparent reason, which they did not usually ever do. So be on the lookout for that. No one knows why. And according to a new study, twin suns, they say our sun may have actually started its life with a binary twin, according to a new scientific study. I remember they used to talk about the sun's companion, and a sun that we could not see, so that's definitely possible. News here. Apocalyptic video shows thousands of dead cattle in the desert of Rajasthan, as already 57,000 cows have died from lumpy skin disease outbreak in India. Officials ask states to boost their vaccination process, as the lumpy skin disease has killed over 57,000 cattle, according to the Center of Disease there. Check this out. Mysterious rainbow rings are appearing in the sky all over the earth, and no one knows why. I'll let you see here U.S. farmers face plague of pests. As the soil temperatures rise, multiple insects and bugs are eating up the crops that are left. Now, many people feel the exact same way that I do. This is an unnecessary crisis and a engineered event. I'll just let you read that right there. That specific phrase there. The U.S. drinking water. Jackson, Mississippi, now New York City and Baltimore dealing with poison in the water, arsenic in New York City, and E. coli in the water in Baltimore. So many places, the drinking water is being destroyed. Either it's draining, disappearing, or places aren't getting containers of water in. Shipment crisis is taking place, where they call it a supply chain issue, or they just can't get containers of bottled drinking water anymore. And the places that aren't getting that, the water's drying up, and in other places, well, diseases are taking over the water. They would not let me view that article, but alien life is what the article's titled. Astronomers discovered two super Earths. Their planet's about 100 light years away from us. Check out these cool looking mushrooms, these pink mushrooms. Ah, it's me, Mario. Where's Luigi? I must save the princess. I got the mushrooms. Anyway, there it is. Very interesting. That's really nice. I never really played many Mario games growing up, but everyone knows Mario. And the mushrooms and all that. And it's a common fact. We don't have enough lithium globally to meet the EV targets. It's a big lie. We can't do this. It just can't work. And plus, right now, they actually did make a tiny containment, but it has to be confined into a space. A very small space, contained very safely. A temperature. We have thermonuclear energy in Japan. One individual has achieved thermonuclear energy, power, to possibly power businesses and homes. And guess what? It has to be, I think it was several 100 million degrees Celsius, which is something 10.02 times something to the 23rd something power. Kind of like 1 mole. It reminded me of like 1 mole, and a mole in which is Avogadro's number in science is 10.02 times 10 to the 23rd power. I think that's right. 10.02 times 10 to the 23rd power. That's Avogadro's number, which is 1 mole, and you use that as a unit of measurement to a formula for measuring out the mass of something. I think that's what it is in chemistry. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. And that deadly earthquake that happened on September 6th in Afghanistan, that 5.3 quake, killed 8, and I don't know what the update is on that, but they got a big one. And the largest permanent lagoon in Andalusia's Dananya National Park, Santa Olalla Lagoon, has completely dried out. This lagoon here. I mean, first of all, he's got a lagoon. The creature from the Black Lagoon. Not anymore. No lagoon. No lagoon. And this 9-year-old boy discovered a giant worm in his backyard in New Zealand. Look at that. Look at that giant worm. Look at that worm. That is something else. Look at that. That worm is amazing. Look at that. I'm Russell Crowe, and I'm also fighting around the world. I am the crocodile hunter. Look at that amazing specimen. Look at that. Never seen a worm that big. Everything, just like in Texas, everything in Australia is bigger and better. Yes, I know Australia is not in New Zealand, but they are close. Alright, so That mill fire killed 2, burned down 100 homes in Weed, Northern California. Now, they have that other fire taking place right now. That fire is very, very rough. And that 6.6 earthquake that struck Japan, or China, I should say, which is another Asian nation, kills 21 people and injured hundreds and triggered large landslides in the area. Sorry, this is bringing back my drawing that I drew earlier. And mysterious rings of what they're calling of alien origins, because they're not certain of where it comes from or what it is. In the James Webb Space Telescope images, or the images coming in, are baffling astronomers. Check out these images. They're defining them as alien rings because they do not know what they are or where they're coming from. As I stated, this was captured by the new James Webb Telescope, or so they tell us. And that heat wave was brutal, all the way through early September, still is. 10 minutes of terror as a ferocious hailstorm killed a toddler and left at least 50 people injured in Spain. Videos and pictures seen here. And billboards like these are popping up everywhere. Truth billboards. California asked residents not to charge their electric vehicles days after announcing a gasoline car ban.